Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. Land mammals are occasionally involved in high-intensity fights. They either battle for food or to defend themselves. You'd be mistaken if you assumed the ocean was any different. These are 15 sea creatures who messed with the wrong opponents. Number 15. Seal versus shark. Nature can be a true beast. This seal versus shark fight in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of Northern California is proof of that. Just consider it for a moment. Do you think a seal or a shark would win in a fight? Just look at all those razor-sharp teeth in the shark's jaws. Isn't it self-explaining? But we are going to burst your bubble. A shark expert named Dr. Chris Lowe explained in an interview with Hawaii magazine that sea lions frequently beat sharks. He claimed that California sea lions could easily knock down a 5-foot leopard shark. Sharks may appear to be at the top of the food chain, but a 770-pound sea lion isn't always a fit for them. Number 14. Harbor seal versus giant Pacific octopus. In the video, a harbor seal confronts a giant Pacific octopus in a water body off the coast of Ogden Point, Canada. The battle was captured on camera by beachgoers who were awestruck by what they saw. The seal swims around and around with the massive octopus spread across its back. The octopus uses its tentacles to coil the seal's body and stretch its body out to create a makeshift hammock. It's unclear who will resurface as the two dive beneath the surface. Surprisingly, the seal retains its strength and leaps from the water with the octopus in its mouth. Number 13. Tiger shark versus hammerhead shark. Ryan Wilsey caught this amazing footage of a fight between a tiger shark and a hammerhead while he was fishing on the coast of Louisiana. A tiger shark follows the hammerhead, anticipating an easy snack. The smaller hammerhead shark charges the tiger shark and the two fight in the sea. The tiger shark is successful in removing the hammerhead shark from the fisherman's line. The hammerhead then swims around, weakened and injured. The hammerhead shark eventually gives up and is dragged away by the tiger shark for an easy meal. Number 12. Sea serpent versus moray eel. Which would you pick as the winner in a fight if you had to choose between a moray eel and a sea serpent? Both have the same size and even have the same appearance, so this fight is not only unusual, but also exciting. A sea serpent searches the reef crevices for a tasty moray eel. It gets to work aiming to consume one after easily locating one. The sea serpent live in shallow tropical seas and have extremely toxic venom. The sea serpent uses its venom to paralyze the moray eel, allowing it to swallow it whole. It devours the moray eel in a matter of seconds. Number 11. Pufferfish versus octopus. Sea creatures rarely dare to mess with pufferfish. Pufferfish tissues contain tetrodotoxin, which is approximately 1,200 times more powerful than cyanide. It is said that a single pufferfish can kill up to 30 people. This octopus appears to have guts as it attempts to pull the pufferfish inside the corals, but the pufferfish retaliates. It acts violently to try to escape, so the octopus ups its game. It emerges from its hiding place, captures the fish with its tentacles, and encircles it. The pufferfish, still determined, manages to free itself from the octopus's grip. I don't think the octopus understands how fortunate it is to have been spared. Number 10. Lobster versus crab. If a lobster was forced to fight a crab, who do you believe would emerge victoriously? Let's analyze their characteristics to see who the better deserving opponent is. Crabs and lobsters are both aquatic creatures. Lobsters are huge crustaceans, while crabs are decapod crustaceans. Crabs have small abdomens and short tails, while lobsters have 10 legs for locomotion and 2 enormous front legs with large claws. They are omnivores, which means they eat both tiny animals and vegetation. Whether you believe it or not, it seems evident that lobsters would win based on these factors. Fish, Plants, worms, and other crustaceans make up their diet, so we're convinced that if a lobster got into a fight with a crab, the lobster would win in the end. What do you think? Number 9. Octopus versus stonefish. Stonefish believe they are above everyone. After all, they can blend in with their surroundings before launching an unsuspecting prey with their massive mouths and powerful jaws. Because of their lethal poison, they tend to win a lot of confrontations against much larger creatures, despite their little size. Fortunately, this fish does not scare all sea creatures, as octopus love to have an occasional brawl with them. A curious diver captured footage of a hungry octopus trying to consume a stonefish off the coast of Egypt. Stonefish are only about 20 inches long, whereas octopi can weigh hundreds of pounds. Who do you think's gonna win this fight? Number 8. Fish versus snail. If you're a fish, cone snails are not the same as regular sea snails. The key distinction is that they are among the most venomous animals on the planet. In this video, we witness the Geographus cone, the most venomous of all cone snails, approaching a sleeping fish. The snail first injects a sedative into the water before enveloping the fish in a horrible, slimy veil. It then stabs the fish, and we see the fish struggle around, but the venom has already taken effect, and the fish is doomed. Number 7. Hermit crab versus mantis shrimp. The mantis shrimp's punch is so strong that it may rip a hole in its prey's shell. It is due to the peculiar design of their arms that they are able to use as a bow and arrow. In this video, the owner of the mantis shrimp is seen throwing a hermit crab into the mantis's container. The crab put up a brave fight, but after the shrimp punched through the shell, there was only going to be one winner: the shrimp. Number 6. Bobbit worm versus flamboyant cuttlefish. The bobbit worm is nothing short of a horror show. These ambush-hunting bristleworms live primarily in the Atlantic Ocean. They use their antennae to detect passing prey species. The bobbit worm attacks from its hole, with many mouth parts catching hold of its victim. This stunning, multicolored cuttlefish discovered just how dangerous the bobbit worm can be, and it didn't appear to be in good condition after the encounter. Hilariously, the bobbit worm is called after the infamous John and Lorena Bobbitt case, in which Lorena Bobbitt used a pair of scissors to remove her husband's worm. Number 5. Jellyfish versus turtle. The immortality gene may exist in jellyfish, but not in this species. This turtle appears to show what it thinks about jellyfish immortality. Having said that, the jellyfish must be one hot meatball for the turtle, since those jellyfish tentacles pack a strong sting. When the turtle attacks, you'll see that it shutters its eyes to protect the one part of its body that is vulnerable to the jellyfish. It slurps the scorching hot tentacles down like noodles, and the jellyfish has no way out of this mess. Number 4. Sea urchin versus crab. The sea urchin is nothing more than a damp porcupine with sharp spikes. The crab, on the other hand, defends itself with those two huge pinching claws and a strong shell. To begin with, the urchin appears to be in great distress, with discarded spines littered across the seabed. However, this spiky little creature is no pushover, and it is the crab who crawls back to hide beneath a rock in the end. However, it appears that both of these animals have found a worthy opponent, and perhaps next time they will learn to avoid each other and simply have a tranquil day down. Number 3. Octopus versus shark. Life as an octopus is not easy living in an ocean filled with razor-sharp-toothed predators. In this video, the octopus fails at the first attempt because the shark's teeth are too sharp and its body is too strong. However, the octopus launches a second attack, this time on a slightly smaller shark. Once the tentacles begin to wrap around the shark's body, it's in a death grip with the octopus clinging on tightly with its strong tentacles. It waits for the shark to die before using its beak to eat up the unfortunate little shark. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This image was sent to us by one of our subscribers. Similarly, if you ever wish to know more about an image you come across, just send it on over to us. Who knows? We might even feature it in one of our videos. Number 2. The subscriber's pick. The picture shows a fight between orcas and tiger sharks. Orcas are also called killer whales. When you have the word killer in your name, you have to presume you're dealing with a man-eating mammal who eats humans for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But we're told that orcas are misunderstood creatures who are pretty friendly, at least when it comes to humans. In a fight, a gang of these killer whales pulled a tiger shark to the surface of the ocean and turned it onto its back, paralyzing it. The shark's fins were then bitten off, and the 7-footer was stripped down to its bones. This proves that in an orca versus tiger shark combat, tiger sharks aren't at the top of the food chain, despite their fierceness and ability to mercilessly attack humans. Number 1. Pufferfish versus mantis shrimp. The mantis shrimp has been given an exoskeleton, eyesight 6,000 times better than a human, and bionic arms that can punch with the force of a speeding bullet. The pufferfish has been given the ability to just kind of inflate like a soccer ball. In the video, the shrimp uses its incredible bullet arm, and then suddenly, bang goes the pufferfish! This sad little face is staring out one last time before being dragged into whatever kind of terrifying torture chamber the mantis shrimp probably lives in. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming videos. Thank you once again.